Today, I'm carrying on my journey on the Edinburgh and Glasgow Railway, also known as the Scottish Express in Trains in World. But let's see if I do make it to Glasgow Queen Street as I visit the remaining stations on Scotland's quickest route between the two cities. So join me as we get off at Falkirk High. So we're now at Falkirk High, which is the next station en route towards Glasgow Queen Street. And this is one of two stations in Falkirk. The other one is Falkirk Railway, which you can see LER services serving that station. And you can also see freight trains as well. Falkirk High, you just see the Edinburgh to Glasgow services passing through here. And the odd empty stock working as well. But you can also notice with Falkirk High that it is also staggered platforms here as well. So let's dive into the history of Falkirk High. This station opened on the 21st of February 1842 by the Edinburgh and Glasgow Railway. When it opened though, it was named Falkirk. It wasn't till the 1st of February 1903 it was renamed to Falkirk High. So the next train I'm catching off Falkirk High is the 1544 ScotRail service to Glasgow Queen Street, and this will take us to the next station, Croy. So our train should be arriving now. We're going to take this to Croy. So we have now reached the next station as I'm heading towards Glasgow. This is Croy. And this station opened on the 21st of February 1842 by the Edinburgh and Glasgow Railway. It's also an interchange station with services towards Larbert and Stirling, because services that call here are Alloa to Glasgow Queen Street services, as well as the Glasgow to Edinburgh services. So last time I was at Croy Station I was with Jordan, and the footbridge right behind me here is currently being built. Croy Station is now step-free access, and it's much better to be honest, because the original route to get from one platform to the other you had to go over a road bridge. But anyway, I'm only here for 20 minutes because I'm not catching the Edinburgh to Glasgow services anymore, because the next two stations I have to catch the Alloa to Glasgow Queen Street services. And the next train to arrive is the 1614 ScotRail service to take us to Lenzie. So the bad news is it has started raining, but the good news is we're now at Lenzie Station. I'm going to give some advice about Lenzie Station. If you want to come here to film trains or take photos, Platform 1 is the better view. Platform 2, you won't see anything coming. Platform 1, you got a good view looking towards Glasgow, and you also got a good view looking towards Croy. So we're now going to dive into the history of Lenzie Station. If you say 1842, you are dead wrong. This station opened much later, on the 5th of July 1848 by the Edinburgh and Glasgow Railway. When it opened though, it's actually named Kirkintilloch. I think that's how you pronounce that, to be honest. In 1849 it was renamed to Campsie Junction. In 1867 it was relayed to Lenzie Junction, and in 1890 it was relayed to Lenzie. Now this was also the junction station for services towards Kirkintilloch, Campsie Glen, and onto the Forth and Clyde Junction Railway. And this is the view you get from platform 2 if you want to fill trains here at Lenzie. Ain't gonna happen. It might be alright down the bottom at the other end of platform 2, but this end, no chance. Anyway, we'll now be leaving Lenzie to the penultimate station, Bishopbriggs, which is the last station for Glasgow Queen Street. So we're catching the 1650 ScotRail service to Bishopbriggs. So this is the penultimate station, Bishopbriggs, and honestly I do recommend this location if you want to fill trains on the Edinburgh and Glasgow Railway. But if you do though, go on platform 1, it's much easier to see them than it is on platform 2. But honestly though, Bishopbriggs is a brilliant location. Now I'm going to dive into the history of Bishopbriggs Station. I think you're going to be sick and tired of me saying this, but yes, this opened on the 21st of February 1842 by the Edinburgh and Glasgow Railway. However though, it was threatened for closure during the Beeching Acts, but people actually managed to save this railway station. Now to be honest, I did actually have a plan to get to Glasgow Queen Street on the 1722 ScotRail service, but during the evening peak there are services from Edinburgh to Glasgow that are calling at Bishopbriggs. That one right there is actually going to Edinburgh Waverley. So instead of catching the 1722 service to Glasgow Queen Street, I'm going to catch the 1708 service to Glasgow Queen Street. So that should be coming in now to take us to our final destination, which is Glasgow Queen Street. So we have now reached Glasgow Queen Street. I'm going to dive into the history of this station straight away. It opened on the 21st of February 1842 by the Edinburgh and Glasgow Railway. When it was opened though, it was named Dundas Street. Soon it was renamed to Glasgow Queen Street. I don't have a date for that unfortunately. Now the train shed is a beautiful train shed at Glasgow Queen Street. It was completed in 1878 when the station was also rebuilt during that time. So Glasgow Queen Street High Level has 7 platforms, but platforms 8 and 9 are Glasgow Queen Street Low Level. And these platforms opened on the 15th of March 1886. And in the 1960s it saw traffic from Glasgow Buchanan Street coming to Glasgow Queen Street because Glasgow Buchanan Street closed as part of the Beeching Acts. To be honest, seeing Glasgow Queen Street Station rebuilt is absolutely magnificent. And you just see that on screen right now, but the Edinburgh and Glasgow Railway we rode on from Edinburgh Waverley to Glasgow Queen Street. It's a really nice ride. It's actually one of the quickest routes to travel between the two cities. And honestly, I would recommend a ride between Edinburgh, Waverley and Glasgow Queen Street on the ScotRail Express. That's the name for the Trainspotter World add-on for Trainspotter World. However though, another Scotland video is popping up right here. Feel free to give that a click. The people on screen now, YouTube channel members and Patreon supporters, thank you for supporting the channel. And I have been SimOnTrains. Thanks for watching, stay safe. I'll see you on another video down the line.